Alright, hey guys, how's it going? This is going to be one of those talking head opinion-based videos. Not really my favorite thing to do, but sometimes it can be fun. This is going to be my opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. And in this video, my intent is not to go after anyone, make fun of anyone, cause trouble with anyone. That's not my style, and I like to live in peace. So anyway, with that said, this is basically a response video to Ralph's video from a few days ago. I'll put a link above here of Ralph of TNN Services. Basically, in his video, long story short, he said someone told him that the Testo smart probes were made in China, and as well as the 550s. Because when everyone sees that price of the Testo smart probes, the refrigeration set for 200 bucks, you know, comparing them to the Sportland Smart Tools, it's a really big jump, you know, in price comparing the two tools. When I saw the price, including like most people, when they see the price, you go, "Wow, that's a great price." When I first got my Testo Smart Probes, I looked all over the box and on the tools because I was thinking to myself, you know, how can they make this tool, these type of tools, for that price in Germany? You know, because everyone, when you think of Testo, you think of, you know, Germany. Their tools are made in Germany because it's a German company. And I looked all over the box, nowhere where it says where they're made. And so after seeing Ralph's video, I decided to call Testo, find out for myself for sure. And I asked the guy answered at Testo. I was like, I'm just curious, you know, do you know where these smart probes are made? And he's like, yeah, they're made in our factory in Shanghai, China. And I was like, oh, okay. So, you know, I already kind of confirmed my suspicions. How can you make a tool that cheap in Germany? And I asked, well, what about the 550s? Because I thought to myself for sure that, you know, when I first got them, oh, these are made in Germany. And he's like, no, those are made in our factory in China as well. He said that the 570s were made in Germany. And most of their tools, he said, are still made in Germany. But I guess the lower price tools, like the smart probes and the 550s, probably the 549s, are definitely made in China. Most people don't buy a set of Testo tools or any Testo tool thinking that they're buying an American-made tool. And most likely you're going to think that they're made in Germany, and me including. But looking at the 550s, you know, and the new smart probes, they don't have that Chinese quality, you know, the cheesy looking, like low quality feel. It's like really, the fit and finish is really good, and you would almost be fooled that they are made in Germany because the quality seems like so good. I think Testo, you know, did a good job with keeping the quality up for something made in China. They just have to, you know, watch those people and really, you know, keep an eye on things, which it seems like they're doing. And even like, you know, the Vito tool bags, those are made in China, but, you know, those are real good quality. So things can be made in China that are good quality, but yeah, most cases that's rare, and China has a perceived quality issue, which, you know, that's well earned, of course. Ralph was trying to compare, kind of, from my understanding, he was trying to compare Testo to the Carrier type of scenario, but I guess he was mostly referring to people saying, oh, I'm buying American, you know, support America, and that, you know, that's great to support America and American factories and jobs, but that's kind of like comparing apples and oranges, like, because like I said, most people don't buy a set of Testos or any Testo tool thinking that they're buying American-made tool. You know, Carrier was an American founded company, and now that, you know, most people know now that they're going to be moving in Mexico starting a year from now, and basically eliminating all their American jobs, all their American factories, all the American warehouses, and moving to Mexico. And basically, Ralph said that the labor is a relatively low cost, which, you know, is likely true. Paying, you know, American worker $25 an hour, you know, plus benefits because, you know, they're in the union, and that's probably one of the issues why they're going to leave. Like, if you watch that video, the guy talking from Carrier basically says, pending talking to the union of the workers. And it might just be a ploy to negotiate a better price for Carrier, because I get the labor down and the benefits down and whatever. But they are likely will probably still move to Mexico, because they only have to pay the workers down there about $2 an hour, and they don't have to pay Obamacare and all the regulations. There's less regulations down there as far as environmental laws and everything else. Paying their workers $2 an hour down there, comparing paying our worker, USA worker, $25 an hour. So that is quite a big, savings in labor and everything else. So that was kind of like comparing apples and oranges. Not quite the same, but I get the spirit of what he was trying to say. Like, people support America, blah, blah, blah. It's great, but kind of, they're not really comparable, because Testo's German and Carrier was always American. Last year, it was the first time I went digital as far as manifolds go. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't have like a lot of extra money to throw around. I'm not like rich by any means. And I was thinking about either getting a set of Fieldpiece S-Mans or the Testo, 550s. And I was still like deciding and on the fence, Testo, Fieldpiece. And then when Testo came out with their new 550s with Bluetooth, and they lowered the price to $250, comparing, like, I don't know what they were before, $300, $350, and they upgraded the warranty to 5 years versus 1 year warranty with Fieldpiece. I was all on it, I was like, this is a no-brainer, No one that has a set of 550s, for the most part, everyone that has a set of 550s is happy with them. They're not junk, especially them being made in China, because Testo did it right. It's made right, they kept the quality. Even before I bought them, when I was thinking about buying, digital manifolds, or digital manifold, at my supply house, Johnstone, they had like a vendor type of day where all the manufacturers are there with outside in their little tent, or showing their new products, and Testo was there. And the guy from Testo, I was like, because I was on the notion that digital gauges could be kind of delicate, and it seems like sometimes they'll fail, and like the circuit board will fail and they won't turn on, or like I see the Fieldpiece videos, the guys on YouTube, where they start leaking inside and the refrigerant, something breaks inside or whatever. He grabbed the new 550s with Bluetooth and he's like, of course he told me not to do it, but started smashing them on the asphalt, like a hammer action. And he showed me they still worked afterwards, because they put like a metal frame and made it more durable to handle the more abuse. So Testo definitely makes good tools, and Testo made it possible for me to go digital, because like I said, I don't have a lot of money. So, and at the same time, Testo made it possible for me to be a better technician, because with a set of analog gauges, it's really hard to it's not really hard, but it definitely is kind of a pain in the ass now that you have having digital manifolds to calculate superheat and subcool. I mean, it's not the hardest thing to do, but having a set of digital gauges now, it's just like, wow, this is great. Everything live streaming on the screen, looking at you, and everyone knows that the digital manifolds, the pressures and everything is more accurate comparing to analog. Depending on how accurate you want to be. I'm not telling you guys what to buy or anything, but smart probes and the 550s are still high quality. And like I said, you're not buying a set of Testos thinking you're buying Americans anyway. So, but like Stephen Reardon said in one of his videos, you're still supporting the U.S. economy. For the most part, the people you're buying it from, and Testo still has a office and presence in the U.S. Not telling you guys what to do or anything, but it's my opinion. I mean, it's really hard to be a purist buying, American products all the time, especially if you don't have the money. And the Sportling Smart Tool, not trying to knock it or anything, but yeah, it seems like a well-made tool as well. But it's kind of like Ralph said, it's hard to face it when it's slapping you in the face. You want to pay $600, or do you want to pay $200? You know, especially if you're like most people, you're not made out of money. So for me, it doesn't really bother me that the Testos are made in China, because I know Testo are quality tools, and Testo will stand behind their product. Made in Germany or China, it doesn't really matter, because they're not made in the US. You're not buying a set of Testos thinking that they're made in the USA. So anyway, long story short, I like the Testos. I'm not paid by Testo. I didn't get all the Testo tools I have, I paid for. And I'm not, I'm a little cheerleader for Testo because I like them. But other than that, you know, they're not, the only thing they gave me for free was, you know, a free hat and some pens and stuff. But other than that, I'm not really bought off by Testo or anything. So if someone asks me a question, what I think about them, I'm going to be honest. You know, hey, you know, the range on them, you know, it's not that great. It's like, you know, 30 feet, give or take. It depends on your environment. But I think most people buying them know that you're not buying them for the range. And that's one of the things when I bought them. It's like I didn't really buy it for the range, because I'm most likely going to be right next to the unit anyway. So, but if they made some kind of Bluetooth repeater to extend the range, I would likely buy it, because that would help out a lot for a lot of situations. But for the most part, all the smart probes seem like good tools. Anyway, I know this was a long video, but just wanted to give my thoughts and opinions on things. So thanks for watching.